A painting is made one stroke at a time, so which stroke is the most important? The last one that finishes the painting? If you added one more stroke, would anyone even notice? So that can't be true. Well, how about the first one that begins everything? But without the rest of the strokes, it's just a line on a page. It is without value. How about the details that make up the painting? All of the strokes that come in between the first and the last. But that can't be true either, because if you remove one of these strokes, the rest of the painting still exists. The details that exist beneath the eyes are just as important as the details that exist in the grass. Everything together makes the painting what it is. And ultimately, all the strokes, the sum total of the strokes together, is what makes the painting priceless. And so you should judge your actions on a day-to-day basis, the things that you're doing that are leading up to this massive vision that you have for your life, as strokes on a painting, that each one is a necessary step. And you should eliminate the ones that would, cause the painting to be, that wouldn't add any value to the painting, right? But at the same time, you should see each one as a necessary component, and maybe commit your life to only doing the necessary components of this finished painting. And so then you have the confidence that everything that you're doing is amounting to something. When you have the idea of what you want to paint in mind, you can move forward with every step every day and take one stroke at a time on this beautiful painting that you have in your head. And slowly you can make this idea that's in your head a reality on the canvas. The canvas without paint on it is just a fabric stretched around wood. And the paint is just in bottles, and it's, $5 of value. When you add these two things together in a creative flair, you create something that is usually priceless. And most times, the beauty of art is in the eye of the beholder, right? And so the value is priceless to that person. It's whatever they're willing to pay for it. It's also a way to kind of siphon money out of taxes, but that's a whole nother story, right? This concept still stands true though. Have a concept for your life, or a concept of what you want your life to look like, and attack it one stroke at a time. The most important thing you could do in this next year is to take one step towards one goal that you have. What is the most important thing that you have in mind, the greatest idea that you want to act on? And what's the first step that you could take in order to act on that? It's kind of funny. My buddy Tyler and I both came to the same conclusion this year when setting our goals separately from each other. Last night when we called, or the other night, we both said that we want to do one thing, right? I said I want to post one YouTube video, and he said that he wants to sell one house. And the crazy part about that is that we made this conclusion apart from each other, but it's such a great thing to commit your life to. It's easy to get lost in the details when you want to, sell 50 homes. It's difficult to put that in to conceptualize that. But if you want to only sell one home, it's pretty easy. How am I going to sell one home? I'm going to reach out to as many people as I can, and I'll see who responds, and I'll just sell them that one thing. It's a pure focus, right? You want to make the goal achievable and bite-sized. And then on top of that, if you set a goal for yourself of selling 50 homes, not only is it more difficult to attack from the get-go, but it also caps you at a certain amount. So now subconsciously you're thinking, well, if that's my goal, then I can probably only sell one a week. So you're only going to be looking for ways to act in accordance with that belief. You're only going to be looking for ways to sell one home per week. So you're going to think, well, I just have to reach out to 50 people this week, and that will help me sell one home. Well, maybe you're capable of more than that. Don't set a limit on what you're capable of. In this next year, allow yourself the possibility that you are capable of more than you could ever imagine, and you will achieve great heights. That's a phrase I've been saying for a while now, and I want to set that in my own life. If I start out by posting one video about the marathons and realize it really isn't that difficult, which hopefully is going to be the case, then I can kind of allow myself to be able to post more than one video every single week. Now it starts with that. I'm posting a video every single day on here, and that's a prime realization that I can post a YouTube video every single day. It just will have to take on a different form than the high quality ones that I'm used to posting. So I can do this every single day on top of recording a podcast every week, on top of posting a marathon video every week. And maybe I can throw in a sketch video in there for almost funny. Maybe on top of that, I can, get footage together from everyone who's taking Polaroids with this Polaroid camera that I'm sending around the US and post that on the channel as an update for my community that I'm building, right? How many videos could I add to my plate in a given week when value is coming in from these videos? If I'm making money from sponsors, right? And for the first time forever, I'm getting a series paid for by the amount of views that I'm bringing in. When that happens, what will I put it towards? If I'm capped at one video a week, well, maybe I'll spend all that money to make this video so great when the reward is a diminishing return. If I allowed myself to spend money on editing several videos, I can expand my potential impact in 2024 so that I'm able to achieve the massive heights that I have in mind for myself. Don't put a cap on your potential. Allow yourself the potential to be that you are capable of more than you could ever imagine, and you will achieve great heights in this life. This is a short video because I don't want to get too complex. Take one step, one stroke at a time, and eventually you'll have a beautiful painting. That's all it takes. And no stroke is more important than the others. They are all just as important, right? A painting is made of 1,000 strokes that are all just as important as the next. So take one stroke tomorrow, knowing that it is just as important as the final capstone, the final stroke that makes the painting beautiful. And in order to do that, create the most clear vision that you can for what you want to achieve, so that every step that you are taking in life is building towards that vision. One way of distracting yourself is by doing things that are distracting. Another way, as in social media and things of that nature, another way of distracting yourself is doing things that are not going to build towards the future that you want for your life. If you have a year detour where you go do something that doesn't build towards the future that you have in mind for yourself, that is a distraction. That year is gone to waste. Maybe it's not a waste in that it realigns your focus and gives you that sting that forces you to act on creating a vision for yourself. But you can circumvent all this process by understanding your vision from the start, knowing that every day that you go without a vision for your life is a waste of potential, because time is like the marble that gets chipped away. Every single day you're chipping away marble, whether or not you know it. And so if you want to make this beautiful painting, if you want to make this incredible statue of your life, you have to take stock of where you are and how much marble you're chipping away at. That was the 22nd video that I posted. I still listen to it basically every single week. And if you want context on that, then go watch number 22. But treat your life as a painting, one stroke at a time. Why not us?